The Forsaken Chosen. Chapter 4, The Awakening of Power. The city was in chaos. People screamed and ran through the streets, their faces pale with terror. Buildings trembled as a massive dragon descended from the sky, its roar shaking the heavens. Inside the Hero Association Bureau, officials watched the live broadcast in horror, the entire town burning on every screen. The president of the Hero Association clenched his fists. "Prepare the elite squad. We can't let the city fall." Moments later, the president himself arrived at the battlefield, joining the remaining heroes. But the dragon's fiery breath was overwhelming, each wave of flame melting steel, turning streets into rivers of molten ash. And then through the chaos, a lone figure appeared. Rowan! He walked calmly against the fleeing crowd, his eyes fixed on the dragon. Gasps and whispers rippled through the people. "Wait, isn't that Rowan, Jackson's son? I thought he died with his parents. Could it be a ghost, or did he awaken a second ability?" The murmurs grew louder, but Rowan didn't stop. Each step he took radiated a powerful aura that made even the strongest heroes turn in disbelief. The air grew heavy. Lightning crackled faintly around his body. As he approached the dragon, his eyes glowed lightning blue. He lifted his hand slowly, his palm facing the beast. The dragon froze, mid-roar. Then, to everyone's astonishment, it bowed its head before Rowan. Rowan stepped closer and gently placed his hand on the creature's snout. For a brief moment they locked eyes, a silent understanding passing between them. Then the dragon spread its wings and took off, vanishing beyond the clouds. The battlefield fell silent. Rowan turned toward the stunned crowd. His eyes shimmered with tears. Then he saw a familiar red-haired man watching him from the distance. Rowan's expression softened, a faint smile appearing on his lips. The Hero Association president hurried toward him. "Rowan, I thought you died in that accident with your parents." Rowan's eyes remained fixed on the red-haired man as he spoke quietly. Was it really an accident? Or did the Hero Association stage it to get rid of those of us born without abilities? The president froze, stunned. "What? Why would we ever do that? Our duty is to protect humanity." Rowan gave a faint, knowing smile. "Relax, I was only joking. I'll visit the bureau later. We'll talk properly." He turned and walked away. The red-haired man trembled where he stood, fear flashing through his eyes. He knew exactly what Rowan was capable of now, and what kind of revenge might come next. Later that evening, Rowan stood before the ruins of his parents' home. The house was nothing but broken walls and ash. Memories flooded his mind, his mother's laughter, his father's proud smile, his little sister's gentle voice. Tears welled up. He fell to his knees, shouting toward the dark sky. "Why, God, why'd you take him from me?" Suddenly time stopped. Everything froze. The air hung still. Even the falling dust stopped mid-air. Then a voice echoed in Rowan's mind, calm yet powerful. "You see, you can travel back in time and bring them all back. But first you must grow stronger, strong enough to rival the gods. Fight the monsters. Conquer your limits. Your powers are now boundless across the universe. You can teleport anywhere you desire." Time resumed. The world moved again. Rowan stood there, breathing heavily, his eyes glowing with purpose. He remembered the moment when Jai and Lulu had stepped in front of him to protect him. A faint smile crossed his face. "I remember you were a team of 5. You risked everything to save me. Wait for me until I become strong enough to bring you back from the past." He turned and walked into the night. At the central hospital, 3 of Jai and Lulu's teammates lay in recovery, their bodies weak and bandaged. The door opened quietly. Rowan stepped in. Their leader struggled to rise, panicked in his eyes, but his body failed him. Rowan approached and sat beside him. "What happened to you all?" he asked softly. From another bed, Erica, one of the surviving members, spoke weakly. "An S-rank dragon appeared in the city today. This is the price we paid for protecting the weak." Rowan stood up, his eyes glowing faintly. He raised his hand and whispered a spell. A surge of light enveloped the room, and instantly their wounds vanished. The 3 heroes stood, renewed and stronger than before, their eyes wide with disbelief. Rowan smiled, his voice filled with emotion. "I'm sorry for what happened to Jai and Lulu. I should have been there. If you'll have me, I'd like to join your team." Erica looked at the others, then back at him. "Yes," she said quietly. "We'd be honored." Rowan's expression softened into a smile. "Then let's go to the Association Bureau and register again," he said. "This time we fight together." They walked out of the hospital side by side, stronger, united, and ready for what awaited them. To be continued.